Welcome to Lands Across America.
Hey guys.
Good to see you again. Not that we can see you, but hey.
I think you guys will get a kick out of this video.
We had a lot of ups. No, I'm joking. Okay. No, we had a lot of yeah, so having an RV, we have made a lot of mistakes, and so we're gonna go through some of those today.
Yeah.
Starting with the black tank. Yeah. So we've left the black tank open a little bit. Flushed the toilet.
Yeah, for like a week we left it open.
Yeah. That was not fun when we came back. We left. We went out of town somewhere.
No, we left it open and was using it while it was open.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you don't understand what that really means, right? Because we've heard people talk about this before we bought an RV. We're like, what's the big deal if you leave the black tank open? I don't get it. Okay, think about it. Your black tank is your holding tank for, when you use the restroom.
Your waste.
The huge part of that equation is that you have water inside that tank at all times, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you leave the black tank open, that means all the water has drained out, and even though you've continued adding to it.
Yes. So your waste doesn't always go down, but the water does.
Exactly.
So the accumulation of over a week
Of shit.
is what the RV smelled like.
Yeah.
It was quite bad, and we couldn't figure it out. We were like, oh my goodness, like,
what is the smell?
we had tried, we're throwing things in the tank to cover up the smell. It just was not going away. And I don't know why we didn't go outside for that week to actually check on it to see if it was still closed.
Because we never do that. It just didn't dawn on us that was what was causing it. So yeah, that was a pretty stinky mistake.
Yeah. And then so another one also related to the black tank is leaving the toilet lid up while you flush it, and the overhead vent is on, sucking all of that nasty air into the RV.
That's another thing, we didn't understand it till it happened. We were like, oh, this is why you don't leave the vent on when you flush the toilet.
Yeah.
So what happens is when you flush the toilet, right, which just goes down to a black tank, it creates a vacuum when you have the vent on. So that vacuum is a fan, and it's sucking all the air up. And so when you flush that toilet, you're opening up the black tank essentially, and all that smell is just in your face now. It's in the house. Oh my gosh.
And it is hard to air it out.
Yeah, you have to open windows, open the door,
Yeah.
go running and screaming down the street. Who did it first, me or you? One of us.
I don't even know. It probably was me.
It was horrible. It was like in your lungs. You never forget that. So then once you that's a mistake you only make one time, right? Until you have a guest that comes over. And so we have learned, anytime someone's coming over, even if they're just coming over for 2 seconds, you walk them through how to use the bathroom, because if that vent is running and they flush that tank, oh my God, it's over. You're gonna smell up the whole house. It's gonna be pretty bad. So anyway.
Next thing we've done was while we were in Florida, we hit a tree.
We went to Florida? No, we didn't.
No, we didn't go to Florida.
I was
We
like,
went to Corpus Christi, Texas.
I was like, when did we go?
Hey, palm trees, beach. I just automatically think of Florida. We have not taken the RV to Florida
That
yet.
trip was so nice, I forgot about it.
I'm just like, water. Just Florida comes to mind.
Yeah.
We were in Corpus Christi, Texas. One of our first trips out. And I think we've talked about it in earlier videos.
Yeah, I think
but we hit a tree. And we knocked the, what is that thing called? The water drain?
Oh, it was like a little gutter that runs off the side.
The gutter.
But it, towards the back. Knocked it clean off, and we didn't realize it till we got to where we were going.
Yeah.
It was dangling, and then part of the roof had scraped back with it.
So we got one of our friends, Dave, to fix it while we were still in San Antonio.
Yeah.
When we went back to Castroville for a while. He did an amazing job.
Yeah.
So.
And Erica had fixed it too before Dave got to it. She did a pretty good job. That when he got up there, he was like, girls gonna pay me to do what now?
Yeah.
So yeah, good job on that.
Yeah, thank you. We try not to hit too much stuff. I don't think we've we've just like hit some branches and stuff. Like when you pull out, sometimes you just can't avoid it. So we try to pull out really slow. But we haven't had any major accidents since that one.
Yeah, that from that experience we learned about the swing out that happens when you're pulling the trailer, because you go this way and you turn, the back end is going to do the swing out, which is actually wider than you're actually turning it. But I don't know how to really explain the physics of it, but that's what happened, and that's what caused us to hit that tree branch. And then being 40 feet in the front, you don't feel it. So yeah,
one of the major things we've done it a couple of times. Luckily we have not had to call a locksmith, but we have locked ourselves out of the RV
more than once.
Yes. The first time we were like freaking out. We did not know what to do, and we got extremely lucky. We called the place that we bought the RV from, and we were like, hey, do y'all have an extra key? And they're like, no, why would we have an extra key?
And we were like, why would we have a key to your house?
Yeah. And so the guy on the phone, he was like, I guess maybe you can crawl through the basement.
And we were like, oh yeah.
And luckily our basements were unlocked.
Because we have a habit of locking them, and they were unlocked. And the basement, the pass-through basement over here actually has access to our closet. And so we had to take all the stuff out, and I had to squeeze in there and come up through the closet. It was good. It was fun after.
And so we figured out that our locks are a bit tricky, because one of them you can't tell it's locked. Like there's nothing that comes out, it visibly shows, and so if that one is locked and you close the door, you're just pretty much stuck.
Yeah.
So we try to always make sure we have keys.
Always, because I got locked out week before last, so it still goes on now, but we always have keys in our pocket.
Yeah. I don't think I was here when you got like
No, you weren't.
Yeah. So.
And our bathroom vents open when it rains. I can take that one because that's me.
Yeah, I think that you're mostly the culprit, because I can't really reach the vent.
Yeah, so the next thing we did, or I'll say I did it, because this is something I have done, I think 3 times now. I'm not proud of that, but I left the vents open. So in the bathroom, usually I'll leave a vent on just to have some air flowing through. I'll leave the vent open or the fan on or whatever. Same thing in the kitchen. Sometimes we open that vent up in the kitchen just to have some fresh air coming in through the house. And there's been times where I have forgotten to close those, and then we've gone somewhere for like the weekend or the day, and it's rained, and we come back and the bathroom is full of water.
Yeah.
The kitchen floor is full of water, and Erica is like, Carissa, you did that, because I know for a fact I did. She can't reach the vent in the bathroom.
Yeah.
And then she hardly ever messes with the one in the kitchen. That's always me. So
we're working on it. Something else we've done was in Texas. Geez, I can't remember the name of the city, but it was a brand new park that we moved into, and so the ground was really soft, and we got the RV stuck in gravel and sand, and we were sliding pretty good.
Oh yeah, the whole right side was just slowly coming down this hill.
Yeah.
It was pretty scary, because we were like, holy crap, will our insurance cover us if we tip this thing over, because we don't know what we're doing?
It would have tipped the truck too, probably.
Yeah, because it was attached for sure. So yeah, we had just gotten there and we were trying to park in the spot, and it was the RV park was still brand new, and so everything was real soft.
Yeah.
And what's his name was trying to help us, the RV park owner, trying to help us dig out of that spot. He's all covered in mud up to his knees and elbows, and he looks up.
Don't you girls have 4-wheel drive on that truck?
Right.
We were like, what?
Me and Erica, huh? Do we? Oh yeah.
We have 4-wheel drive.
It was just a rotate the little dial, put it in drive, and it picked up the RV no problem. And he was like, you girls got a truck. And we're like, oh my God, we don't even know what we're doing.
Yeah, I know, we had never used it. I don't think we even paid that knob any attention.
Nope.
On it. Like when we first got the truck, we didn't even know where the hitch button was.
Yeah, we didn't know what.
Like the tow button, we were like, we're supposed to, it feels weird. It's supposed to, Yeah, there's a button you press
Yeah.
when you're hooked up to tow something.
Yeah, the trailer button or whatever. Like
Yeah.
when we bought the truck, this is a whole nother story. When we bought the truck, we had a checklist of things we knew we needed because we'd done all this research. But then we kind of forgot we had those features when we needed it because we had never experienced that before. So,
Yeah.
oh
Yeah.
man, yeah.
In the 4-wheel drive, like sometimes we'll put it into 4-wheel drive. We're like backing up the RV. And we have forgotten to take it off 4-wheel drive sometimes. And we're like, oh no,
The truck is broken.
What's going on? Why is it driving like this?
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're like, oh,
Where are you trying to go, man? You want to go walking? All right, go
we
ahead.
need to take it off 4-wheel drive. Yeah.
I mean, so it doesn't drive regular, so it feels like something is broken if you're in 4-wheel drive when you don't need to be in 4-wheel drive. So the first time we did that, it freaked me out. I was like, oh my god, the truck's broke. What are we going to do? We're screwed. We're going to be stuck here forever because we can't move the RV now. So anyway.
One time we flooded outside the RV. How does that happen? We were talking too much. So we had just, not had the RV that long, and we were filling up the fresh water tank. Well, I was filling it up, and then we were talking to a neighbor, and they were talking too much, we were talking too much, and the ground was just growing, like this puddle was growing towards us, and we kind of saw the puddle, but it's like, oh,
Yeah.
like maybe someone's watering something. But then
We look and we're, no, that's coming from our house. Because keep in
Yes.
mind, we're down the way at this point.
yeah.
When you're walking and talking, and we forgot we had left that water hose running inside the tank. I
But
don't
yeah, luckily the overflow valves let all the water out though. So
and flooded the street. And this was pretty funny because this happened. We had only had the RV for maybe we were living in it. I think that was our first week actually.
Yeah.
We had just moved into it. And then on top of that, we had just spoken to the RV park guy, the guy that runs the park, and he said,
don't flood my
"Don't
park."
flood my park." That was his very first rule. We flooded the park.
Mhm.
We're like, "Oh my God, he's gonna kick us out," because he was
Yeah.
pretty intense guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we kept running back, trying to figure out how do we even get the water out of this? How did we even get
I
the
know,
water
we're, like,
into this
patiently
tank?
waiting for the ground
Yeah.
to dry before he gets back.
So we were trying to
Yeah.
figure out how to get the water out of the tank. So we had like 40 gallons of water
Yeah.
in a tank that we didn't even know how to use. So
Yeah.
we figured it out and to switch it to fresh water and
Yeah.
then take a shower and wash dishes, wash your hands, whatever, using that tank. So we learned that way.
Yeah.
I gotta go find Cam. He
Those
wandered
were
off.
fun times.
Oh, there he is.
He is making his way to the street.
Keep going.
While Carissa's coming back, I'll talk to you about the time that we forgot to tie our chairs down. Now, when you buy an RV, the RV comes with tie downs for the chairs. I was just like, oh, these are cool, I'll put them away. And it was a mistake because we were on some really bumpy roads. The slides were in. We went in there to open up the slides. The chairs were tipped over.
Oh.
And underneath our chairs, there's storage area. And so we keep our games in there.
Yeah.
We keep our playing cards, dominoes, Connect 4, everything we play. So
You'd be surprised how much you could fit in the inside the seat of the
Yeah.
dining room chairs.
we'll show you.
Yeah.
That's the section we show.
Okay. Yes. All right, go ahead.
And action. So the chairs fell over, and there were dominoes and playing cards underneath the slide. So when we went to open it, it was like, it was the worst noise ever.
It was scary, actually.
Yeah, but we had to open it and to be able to get in there, get underneath the slide and pull them out and to lift the chairs back up. And I believe we got all of the dominoes. I'm not sure about all of the playing cards. So.
Yeah, we haven't counted the card deck. That was pretty nuts. What else? Oh, so I'd say our probably our last biggest mistake so far was we had just gotten somewhere. I don't remember where, and we had just unhitched from the truck, and we were, leveling the RV. So we had it on those level blocks, and we were raising the RV up so we can level it out. And as we were raising it up, the whole RV starts rolling backwards, and we were like, holy cow. it was pretty scary. So I had to grab the wheel chocks real quick when we were like, what's happening? It took us a while. We were like, what's going on? I ran behind and put the wheel chock behind the tire just in time, and we saved it from falling off those blocks. And we learned, when you get somewhere, the first thing you should do is put the wheel chocks down, not level. So yeah, Erica doesn't remember that happening, but I'm like, how did you forget that? That was like the most scariest moment, I think, because we could have really did some damage there. You don't remember that?
I don't.
At all.
I probably was in the truck backing it up.
No, we were already unhitched. You were the one raising and lowering. Maybe that's why you blocked it out, because you did it.
I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah, that's our top 10
All right,
mistakes that we've made with the RV. Yeah, so don't forget to like and follow us.
Yes,
And you can
please.
also subscribe to our Instagram. It's Lands Across America. Until next time.
All right, guys. Talk to you then. Bye. Erica's gonna barbecue. It's nice weather out, so she's got the grill going. Talk to you next time, guys.